I got him up onto my chest. That was easy. It was like, so I pick him up, and like standing up, and pick him up and lift him onto my chest, and push him above my head, and then throw him. Which you can do when you're a weightlifter. If you, as I said, because I used to be the British heavyweight weightlifting champion, and I mean I had my top weight that I put above my head was about 350 pounds. Well, I mean one of these actors probably weighs about 150 to 200 pounds, which is quite easy. You could almost do it with one hand, like, compared with the weights that I was lifting, properly. And I held the British record for picking weights up off the floor. Picked at 678 and 3/4 pounds, which is 600 weight, just picking them up off the floor and standing up with them. That was a British record for the deadlift, what they call the deadlift. So I was quite strong. I was quite strong in my time.
Yeah, sounds it. Do you have the Imperial March as your ringtone?
No, I don't.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, very keen music fan. I just wish I was a bit more musical myself and been able to play. But I wish I could play the piano. I'd love to. I bought myself a piano, but I've never got around to playing it properly. And, I wish I could play the piano.
What would be the first song that you'd learn?
No, I'm more of I'm very much into jazz. I'd like to be a jazz pianist.
Yeah, not the Imperial March then.
No, I don't think I'd play the Imperial March. I think that would probably be one of the last things that I would play. I'm lumbered with the situation. I mean, it's I'm still sort of being ostracized, as it were. I mean, it's silly things like, for instance, they stopped me from doing the Disney Star Wars weekends. I used to love doing the Disney Star Wars weekends, and it was a sort of lovely job to have every year, doing the Disney Star Wars weekends out in Florida. And then I mean that's one thing which they put the block on, and other things have cropped up which they haven't or stopped me from doing.
When was the last time you spoke to George Lucas?
Oh, years and years ago. I haven't spoken to him since. Oh gosh, it would have been at the end of Jedi. Wow. That would have been the last time I spoke to him. Yeah.
And what would you say to him now if I could? Obviously, I've got him on speed dial. If I could get him on the line for you now, what would you say to him?
I'd just like to, just say, I'd like to know what the reasons are for the problems I've been having. I mean, it could have been a very, very happy association. I mean, because you have Darth Vader, which is like the ultimate screen villain of all time. I mean, it seems silly that you've got this as your private property. That is your property, not my private property. Lucas's private property. They can't make them. They're not doing anything to make the most of it. He's got his head up, hasn't he? He goes, "Oh no!"
That's pretty much what he does. So he's told that his wife has died, and she also has children. So how would you have dealt with that line?
I'd probably cried.
Yeah.
I cried as well.
And there is a new villain. I've got a picture of it here. He's called Kylo Ren. So that is the new baddie. What do you think? He's like a Vader fanboy, basically. Do you think a new villain can possibly top Darth at all?
Well, it's just so similar. Then it's just another Black Mask character. I mean, it's whoever plays this character will probably get the same sort of attention that Darth Vader got in the first three movies.
So J.J. Abrams hasn't called.
No.
Yeah.
No.
We've got to make this happen.
I wish they would. Yeah.
So, what kind of character would you like to play in a new film? So, Darth's not coming back. You can choose yourself a new character. Who would it be?
Well, I'd like to actually, if it was another Star Wars movie, I would love to play any role in which I'm seen as myself rather than as a masked character. Don't make a difference whether it was a bad guy or was a good guy. I would just like to be seen as Dave Prowse, as it were.
Yeah. Ideally, you'd be a bad guy, though, wouldn't you?
No, I think have a change. Have a change.
Yeah.
Have a change from doing the bad guys. Have a change and become somebody decent for a change.
I think I speak for all Star Wars fans and yourself when I say, we want to see you back in the universe.
Yeah, keep your fingers crossed.
Again.
Yeah,
we want to see.
Yeah, keep your fingers crossed.
As long as it's pure evil badass, we want to see it. I think you need to be a baddie again.
You want me to be a baddie?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I'd love to come back in any role in the Star Wars movie. It would be really nice.